morning, dear students. Welcome to Silver School, Palanpur. I am Tarun Patel, your maths teacher. Now onwards, I will be starting new batch of Standard 9 English medium. Okay. Now here is the first chapter of mathematics. Chapter 1 is number system. Okay. So today we have learned about the number system. What is the number? Tell me what is the number? Do you know? If you want to count something, like as I want to count my class students, then how can I go through? I say that 1 2 3 4 5 and so on. So suppose there are 15 bench in the classroom, then how can I say that it is 15? With the help of number. Okay, so if you are going to the market at that time, you have to purchase something, then you have paid the 10 rupees, 20 rupees, that is also a number. Okay, so do you understand what is the number? Now there is a 6 types of the number. Today we have learned about types of the number. Okay, your first point is types of a number. There is a 6 type of a number. Here the first one and the largest number is real number. This is the largest set. It is denoted by R. The symbol of a real number is R. Then after, there is a two part of the real number. First one is the rational number. Rational number. It is denoted by Q. And other one is a irrational number. It is denoted by S, small s. Okay. Then after, irrational number have not any other part than this, but rational number there is again 3 parts, which is irrational number. Rational number which have the part integers. It is denoted by J. Then after, we count on the next. After the integer, the next one is a whole number. It is denoted by W. Okay, it is denoted by W. And then after, your last one is the natural number. Natural number is denoted by N. Now it is clear that first type, it is denoted by real number. This is the biggest set in the numbers. Thereafter, there is a two part of the real number. One is the rational number and other one is the irrational number. Thereafter, again one part of the rational number, it is integers. Thereafter, the part of integers, that is a whole number, and that is a part of a whole number is a natural number. It is denoted by R. It is called as a real number. This is the rational number. It is denoted by Q. Irrational denoted by S. Integers denoted by J. Whole number is denoted by W. And natural number is denoted by N. Now see here, what is the natural number, whole number, and integers, rational numbers, irrational, and real numbers? We have learned further with the specific definition of particular points. Okay, so first we have taking here natural number. First one is a natural number. Natural number is denoted by N. Now what is the definition of natural number? The number which start from 1, 2, 3 and so on. You have to say 1, 2, 3 and so on. If either you say that 1 and so on, that is wrong. Why? I will explain you. The number which starts from 1, 2, 3 and so on are called natural number. For example, you are here taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Here this number is going to be infinite. Okay. Last term we not know that what is the last term, because it is going to 10, then 100, 1000 and so on. So that's why we don't know the last term of that particular number. Now here we can say that it is n. Why n? Because it is the unknown number. N is the unknown number symbol. So that's why we can say that here n is the any of the numbers. Okay. Now here we can say that why we can say that 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Because if you say that 1 and so on, then what happens? There is so many numbers between this 1 and 2, like as the 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, and either again there is so many parts of 1.002, 1.003, like as. So that's why we say that the number which starts from 1, 2, 3 in this sequence. So that's why here we cannot say that 1 and so on. Here we have to specify that 1, 2, 3 and so on. Okay, you look at it. Now the second one. Second one is your whole number. Here we are going from downwards to upwards, because this is the smallest set and the real number is the biggest set. That's why we are going to downward to upward. Okay. So here whole number is denoted by W. Okay. Now what is the definition of whole number? Here we can say that the number is denoted by 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Okay. Here you can say that also the number which starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on are called whole number. See, here we can include the 0. Natural number is also said to be a whole number. Why? Because 1, 2, 3 and 4 and so on are the whole, natural number. So that's why this number is also called as a whole number. But 0 here included in the whole number, whereas in the natural number we not include that 0. So that's why we can say that natural number is whole number, but whole number is not a natural number. Okay, so keep in mind this point. And here for example we can write 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Again here we cannot write that 0 and so on. Why? Because there is so many number between this number. Okay, so that's why we are specify that 0, 1, 2, 3 in this sequence, the number going to be further infinite. Okay, so here you can do the sign of infinite. Got it? This is the symbol of infinite. Now what is the third one? Third point is your integers. third point is integers. See, what is the integers? Now we can say that the number which include the number which include means we have to add that particular number. Include negative number, then after 0, and then after positive number. So the number which include negative number, 0 and positive number are called as integers. But which negative number and positive number? Here we can say that negative and positive natural number. Are called integers. Now here for example we write with the help of a number line. What is the number line? That means number lines means we are going to be represent that particular number on the particular line. It is called as a number line. Now see, I draw one line here. Here I noted this is the 0, this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. In the left we write -1, -2, -3, -4, -5 and so on. Okay, so here we include the negative number, but which natural number? Negative natural number and positive natural number. Okay, why it is called as a natural number? Because this is also 1, 2, 3 and here we say that negative, so that's why we put the sign of a minus. Okay, so this is the negative number, this is the positive number, and it is going to be infinite in this direction, and here it is going to be minus infinite in this direction. Okay, so here we cannot include there is a between number of 0 and 1. Okay, 0.5, 0.6 we are not include that number. Why? Because here we say that it is a natural number, positive natural and negative natural numbers. That's why we are not going to include the between number of 0 and 1. Now see here, what is the integer? We have seen that the number included 0, positive numbers and negative natural numbers. It is denoted, it is highlighted that natural numbers. Okay, so that numbers are called as the integers. Now here in the right hand side we write that it is a positive number. In the left side that is a negative number. Negative number, and in the between this is the 0. Okay, so right hand side of that particular 0, this is a positive numbers, and this is on the left side it is a negative number. Okay, so these numbers are called as a integers. Then after your next is rational number. Fourth one is your rational number. It is denoted by Q. Now definition of the rational number is the number which is written in the form of form of P upon Q, of P upon Q, where you have to write this condition. Obvious, if you are not writing this condition, then you losing your marks. So that's why you have to highlight this condition. Q does not equal to 0, where P and Q are integers. Okay, then that number are called as a rational number. Then that number are called your rational number. Now the number which is written in the form of P upon Q, that number are called as a rational number. Now see here, which number are written in the form of P upon Q. So for example, we are taking here 3 upon 5, minus 4 upon 8, minus 2 upon minus 3, 2 upon minus 7, and so on. This number are called as a P upon Q form. This all are called as a rational number. And also we include 3, minus 4, 0, 8. These all number are called as a rational number. It is not limited numbers. There is also infinite number like that in the positive direction and also in the negative direction. Okay. Now see, if we have the number of decimal, suppose I am taking here 3.7. So it is a rational number. So yes, why? Because if you are removing this point, then what happen? Answer will be 37 upon 10. See here, decimal point is given here in the between of this number. After that decimal, there is a one number. So you have to remove this decimal, and it is not yet here. Then we have to divide the number by 10, because after the decimal there is only one number. If here it is two number, then we are denoted here 100, then 3, then here 30. Okay, so this number are also your rational number because it is written in the P upon Q form. Also some numbers like as a 4.787878, this is in the repeated form, 787878. So it is written like as a 4.78 bar. The number which are repeated, we have to do the bar on that particular numbers. Okay, so this number are called as your rational number. Okay, we see that how this number is the rational number. Here we can see that we cannot directly write this number in the P upon Q form. Okay, so we next check that it is a rational number. Okay, done. Now next your point is a irrational number. Fifth one is your irrational number. It is denoted by S. Here we also write irrational number. But here what is the change in this definition? The number which is not written in the form of. Here we cannot write the number in the P upon Q form. So here we have to write not written in the form of P upon Q. Q does not equal to 0. That number are called as a irrational number. Okay. So here we have to write this one in the irrational number. So for example, suppose 5 upon 7, it is a rational, irrational or rational. So obviously we say that it is a P upon Q form. That's why we can say that it is a rational. But here we require irrational number. So root 2, root 3, root 4, root 5, root 6, root 7, root 8, root 9, root 10, and so on. Okay. Now see here. Here I have written the square root of the different number. So we are not say that this number is these all numbers are irrational number, because here we can say that root 2, root 3, we say that this is the irrational number. But the perfect square, this is the perfect square. Why? Because we are finding the square root of that 4, then answer will be 2. And 2 is written in the form of P upon Q. How? If we are write here 1, then that is doesn't matter, this number not change. So that's why this is the P upon Q form. If you divide any number by 1, answer will be same. So that's why we can here write this number in the P upon Q form. So that's why we are not include this in your irrational number. Okay, same as here it is 3. So this number we are not include in the irrational number. Okay, so here you have to mention that the square root of perfect square number are not a irrational number. Also you can write are irrational number. Okay, or are not a irrational number. Now what is the perfect square? Perfect square means if you do the square root of that number, we can get the rational number. So that's why it is called as the perfect square number. Where here it is the perfect square. That means perfect square means we multiply the same number and answer will be get this number. Okay, so this is the 3 3 9, here 2 2 4. So these both are perfect. Again next 4 4 16, so it is also perfect square. Then 5 5 25, so it is perfect square. So you have to mention that the square root of a perfect square number are not irrational number, because it is a rational number. Now one more thing, we also include the pi, which is which this number you have learned in the next your chapter of area of circle. Okay, so we have to leave that particular number. Just we know that this is the your which number irrational number. Then here also we include 3.4877 6 4 5 8 2 1 0 9 7. Okay, so see here, these number are not in the repeated form. Why? We are right here the 4 and 4, but it is not in the sequence. If we repeat the particular number, then it is in the sequence, like as a 484848, then that number are called as the rational number. But here the number are not in the repeated format, in sequence. It is repeated obvious 4 4, but not in a sequence. So that's why we cannot say that this number is a rational number. It is also irrational number. There is so many irrational number in the number system. Okay, so do you get it now? This is a irrational number. Also you can write some other irrational number of 4 point. Write any number after this number, but not write that number in the sequence like as 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Okay, you can write that 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 as okay. So you can write that number in that form, but not in the sequence. So that number are called your irrational number. Then next one is your real number. Sixth one is the real number. Now what is real number? It is denoted by R. The number which include which include rational number, rational and irrational number. Are called your real number. Okay, the number which include rational number and irrational number, that number are called as your real number. Now see here we write that real number is equal to rational number plus irrational number. Okay, so here what is the real number? Real number include rational number and irrational number both. Okay, so these number are called as the real number. For example, here we write that 2 plus root 3 minus 7 plus root 4. No, yes, you can write root 4 because the root 4 is 2. Minus 2, minus 7 plus 2, it is minus 5. Minus 5 is also real number because rational number is a real number. Okay. Thereafter minus 3 root 2. Here this is the rational number, so it is real number. It is irrational, so it is real number. Now see, this is the example of the real number. Here so many numbers are the kind of real number. Okay, on the number line. Now see what is the next point. That which number is the largest set and which number is the smallest set. So we are starting from the smallest one. It is the natural number. Natural number is subset of, this is the symbol of subset. That means it is the set of this particular whole number. It is subset of integers. It is subset of rational number. It is subset of real number. Okay. Now you can see that here we are not including irrational number. We see after that why we not include the irrational number in this. Okay, so natural number is subset of whole number. This is the smallest set, then the whole number. These both are smallest set, then integers. These three are smallest than rational, and these four are smallest than real number. So in the symbol we write that n subset of w subset of z subset of q subset of r. Now see. Here we say that natural number is a whole number, but whole number is not a natural number. Here we say that natural and whole number are integers, but integers not a whole number or natural number. Natural number, whole number and integers are called as a rational number, but the rational number is not this one. Then your real number is called not called this one because this is the largest set. This number are not included in this any of them. Okay, so that's why we can say that this R is the largest set and this N is the smallest set. Okay, now next here we write for the irrational number. What is the irrational number? It is subset of real number. We have already seen in the last definition of real number that irrational number is also real number and rational number is also real number, but we are not included this in this particular because See, this is the form of root 2, root 3, root 5, root 7. So these number are not called as a rational number. Also not say that it is a natural, that is not a whole and not a irrational. Only we say that it is a real number. So that's why we have subset in the real number. Okay, subset. That means this is the largest set. The part of that particular set is irrational number. Okay, so as subset of R. Done. Now your next point is that find out the rational number in between the two rational numbers. There are so many numbers between the particular numbers, so that's why here we check here which numbers are included in it. Find out between, this is between, okay, between rational number of two rational number. We have to find out the rational number between these two rational number, any of two. Now say here 3 upon 4, where here 5 upon 7. Now see, we don't know which is the largest one and which is the smallest one. So first of all, what you have to do? First check which is the largest and which is the smallest, because the smallest number written in the left side and the largest number is written in the right side. So that's why first we have to check. Now we cannot directly check that this is the biggest or this is the biggest, because here both the number are different. Now first of all we have to do the denominator side. Okay, then after you can check that which is the smallest and which is the largest. Okay, now see here, how can you same the denominator? That here 7, here 4, then we have to multiply with 7 in the denominator. Then if we divide denominator by 7, then you have to also multiply numerator, because we have to do this like 7 multiply in the numerator and denominator both. That's why the answer will be same. Okay, that means our question will be same cause of 7 cut after the division. So that's why again we get the 3 upon 4. So that's why we have multiplied in the denominator and also numerator. Okay, now see here 5 upon 7, it is multiplied by 4. So here we have to multiply by 4. This is the 7 3 is 21, 4 7 is 28, here 20, here 28. Now you can see that which number is the largest and which is the smallest. So yes, this one is the obvious largest number. Okay, so we have to eat that number. If you forget that which sign you have to do in the between, that greater than or less than or equal, so you have to remember that the largest number you have to eat this in this form. Okay, so you have to eat particular the largest number this way. Okay, so that's why you can easily count it that which is the biggest one. Now here we write the biggest one in the right side and the smallest one in the left side. Now see, here I want to find out the between rational number. Here we say that after 20 and 21 there are no, after 21 and between the 21 there is a no number. So that's why what can we do? We multiply this number with any of the other numbers, like as I multiply here 5. If you larger the bigger number, you will get more rational numbers. Okay, so if I multiply this by 5, then you have to multiply also this number by 5, and here also you have to multiply by 5, then here also by 5. Okay, now see here you can say that 25 is 100, and in the denominator 28 5 is 8 5 is 40, 0 4, 5 is 10 plus 4 40. Okay, so answer will be 140. Now same as here 21 5 is 105, in the denominator there is a 140. So now you can see that there is a three or four numbers in between this. Which one? 101, 102, 103 and 104. So now you can write here that 100, 140 is less than 101, 140, 102, 140, 103, 140, 104, 140 and last 105 and 140. Now we have to find out the sum rational number between two rational numbers. So here we can say that this one and this one are the between rational number of 100 upon 140 and 105 upon 140. That means it is between in the 5 upon 7 and 3 upon 4. Okay, so this is your answer. And now again you want to find out some more rational number. See, if I'll take here -3 and here I'll take -4. Now see which is the largest number and which is the smallest number. First we have to identify this. So here I obviously say that in the negative the largest number is the smallest and smallest number is the largest. So here this one is the smallest number because in the negative we see the number is in the opposite way, because in the positive the value of 4 is larger, in the negative the value of 4 is smaller than 3. Okay, so that's why here we write -4 in this direction and -3 in the right side. Okay, then after what is your next step? You have to find out so many number between this particular two number. So here you can directly write that -3 and the after number, that means -3.1, -3.2, -3.3 and up to -3.9 and then after 4. So 4 we have to not include in the between number. So this method also you can find. Then other one is multiply the numerator and denominator by any number. Suppose here I am multiplying with 10, then divide by 10. Here also I will be multiplying 10 divided by 10. So here -40 upon 10, here it is -30 upon 10. Now I can easily write so many number between these two. Okay, which number? -30. Here we start from the back side because we know that this is the largest one. Then smallest number is -31 upon 10, -32 upon 10, then up to -38 upon 10, -39 upon 10 and in the last -40 upon 10. We have to write the between numbers. That means which between numbers? This is the between numbers. In the question it is asked that you have to find out the 10 rational number between two rational number. So you have to go through this method. One another method is that you have to plus this number and then divide by 2. You have to do the addition of that number and then divide by 2. Here also you have to do the addition of this both and then after divide by 2. Now one sum we have to do with that particular method. See, keep in mind that it is only for rational number. Then after we have said that for irrational number. Okay, so third one, suppose I have 1 and 2 and question is that find out 10 rational number between these two. Then you can use this method which we have done before, because if you are going to be do the process of 1 plus 2 divided by 2, answer will be taken and use that number plus this number divided by 2, again do the answer and this number divided by 2. Okay, so this is the long process. So that's why if it is asked that find the 10 rational number, then you can use this method only. Okay. Then after, what is the next number? Suppose you have to find out any two rational number between these two numbers. So how can you do? You have to do the addition of 1 plus 2 divided by 2. That is 3 by 2. Again take 1 and 3 by 2. 1 plus 3 by 2 divided by 2. Now see, in this type of sum, what can you do? Here it is denominator is 2 and here it is nothing, means 1. So first you have to do the same denominator. How can you do the same denominator? So see here, if I will multiply here 2, then denominator will be same. So if you are multiplying with this number with 2, then you have to also multiply the numerator also with 2, because if you are multiply only 2, then answer will be changed, question will be changed, that 1 upon 2. So that is wrong. So that's why you have to multiply denominator and numerator also. So here we can say 1 multiply 2 and 1 multiply 2 plus 3 upon 2 divided by 2. Now see, this is 2 plus here 3. Here it is 2 and here it is also 2. So in addition you have to write only 2 1 day. Okay. Done. Now this 2 is the denominator of a numerator. This is whole number is numerator of the particular this division. So that's why we can write the denominator in the denominator of the whole number. Okay. So 2 plus 5 is 5. 2 plus 3 is 5 and 2 multiply 2, that is 4. Okay. So 3 by 2 and 5 by 4, these both are rational number between these two rational number. Okay. So this method also you can apply in this particular finding rational number. But what happens that if you want to find out more rational number, then it is quite difficult for you, that you have to do again and again this addition. In that method you can directly multiply with the bigger number, you can get more rational number. Okay. Done. Now what is the next? That means every whole number is a natural number. You can say that every whole number is a natural number. No, because 0 is not a natural number, so it is false. Thereafter you have to check that it is true or false. Then every integers is a rational number. Yes, because integers are subset of a rational number. So that's why we can say that it is a this sentence is a true, because integer subset of a rational number. Thereafter, every rational number is the integers. No, because we cannot say that every rational number is the integer, because the rational number is the bigger set than integer. So that's why we cannot say that it is a rational number is a integers. Then after, you have to find out 5 rational number between 1 and 2. See, this is your homework. Find out the rational number between 1 and 2. How many? 5 rational number. Find 5 between rational number. Okay, this is your homework. And also you have to find out the rational number of 3 upon 4 and 4 upon 7. Sorry, we have already done this. Here we are taking 4 upon 8 and 3 upon 2. Okay, then next is exercise 1.1. In exercise 1.1, first question is 0 a rational number? Exercise 1.1. Question 1, is 0 a rational number? Yes, obvious. Why? Because here we see that And also P and Q are integers given that, and it is written in the form of P upon Q. So we have to check that the 0 is written in the P upon Q form. Now see, is 0 a rational number? Then we can answer that yes, it is a rational number. Yes, 0 is rational number. Because it is written in the form of P upon Q. And so on. So if you divide 0 by any number, answer will be 0. So that's why it is of the P upon Q form. So yes, we can write 0 in P upon Q form, where Q does not equal to 0. So you have to mention this condition, Q does not equal to 0. Why? Because if you divide any number by 0, then it is undefined term. So that's why we are not taking here 0. So now clear, is 0 a rational number? Then you can say that yes, 0 is a rational number. Then after you have to write this one for example, and yes, we can write 0 in the P upon Q form. You can see that we have right here the 0 as a P upon Q form. Here you can write any number in the denominator because answer will be obvious 0 if you divide any number. If you divide by any number, okay. Thereafter, question 2, find out 6 rational number between 3 and 4. Question 2, find out 6 rational number between 3 and 4. See, here it is given that we have to find out 6 rational number. If you are using the method of 3 plus 4 divided by 2, then it is quite difficult for you to find out because you have to do the more and more sum. So that's why you can use the first method, which is 3 here and here it is 4. Then you have to multiply with any of the numbers. Suppose if you multiply 2, then 3 to just 6 and here 4 to 8. In the between of 6 and 8, only one number is 7. So that's why we can multiply with the bigger number, then you can get the more between rational numbers. Okay, so that's why I will multiply here by 10. Also you can multiply by 20, 30, 100. Okay, so I know that if I multiply this number by 10, then 10 3 are 30 and 4 10 are 40. So in the between of 30 and 14 there is a total maybe 9 numbers. So that's why here I will multiply 30 and 10, here 40 and 10. Now you have to write the between number of these two. I know that it is a 31 upon 10, 32 upon 10, 33 upon 10, up to how much? 39 upon 10. So here I will get 9 rational number between these two particular numbers. Okay. Then after, here it is given that 6. That is not a matter that you can find more number. Okay. It is marks of this particular question is given. Now 3 upon 5 and 4 upon 5. You have to find out the 6 rational number. 5 rational number. Your question number 3. Between 3 upon 5 and 4 upon 5. Okay, you have to find out the 5 rational number between these two numbers. 3 upon 5, 4 upon 5. I know that if I multiply by 5, then 3 5 are 15, here 4 5 are 20. So in the between of 15 and 20 only there is a 3 or 4 numbers. So that's why I need 5 numbers. So I will multiply with the more numbers. Like as I will multiply here by 8. Then here also 8. Then here also 8. Here also 8. 8 3 are 24. In the down 8 5 are 40. Here 8 5 are 40 or 8 4 are 32. Now see, here there is a 25 upon 40, 26 upon 40, 27 upon 40, 28 upon 40, 29 upon 40, 30 upon 40 and 31 upon 40. Now we can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 number we will get in this particular number. That is not necessary that this much number we can find between these two. We can find out infinitely many numbers between these two particular numbers. Okay, so don't be confused and don't be mention such a matter like that. We can get only few numbers in between. We can get infinite numbers. Here the question is find 5 rational number. Here we get 7. Okay, then the next one, question 4. Here it is asked that it is true or false. Then what is the question? Natural number is your whole number. So yes. Then after your integers is a whole number. So no. Why? Because integers is the largest set than whole number. So that's why here it is a false. Then here it is given that every rational number is your whole number. So here it is also rational number is the bigger set. So that's why we cannot say that rational number is a whole number. Okay, so here you have to write that it is a false. So question 4 is completed. Then here it is exercise 1.1 is completed. Okay, I hope everyone understood about this class, and I hope everyone enjoyed my class. Now I'll be giving you a homework. In homework you have to do some four upon 7, here 8 upon 7, minus 1 and 1, fourth one 0 and 1. Okay, so you have to find 10 rational number between this number. Okay, between given rational number. So this is your homework. You have to do in your classwork notebook. Now see, whatever I'll be teaching you in class, the board work is written here. You have to copy that in your class notebook. Okay, so that's why you have to not see the again and again my class. Okay, also if you want to see the again and again class, it is dependent on you, because if you go more practice and watching more videos, then you can understand easily. Okay, now it is clear. Okay, thank you. We'll meet next on tomorrow. Now tomorrow we have learned about irrational number and real number, and the denoted that number on the number line. Okay, thank you.
Like, share and subscribe the channel Tropiconitrus Education and press the bell icon for more updates.